Welcome back to the table, Ring of Contrarians. If anything sounds different tonight, it's not our fault.
The universe said, fuck you.
Last time, the party went to sleep in their cozy, tiny hut. At least until Leofin saw suspicious figures watching them from the trees. At which point, a quick fight ensued with goblins and hobgoblins and a troll and an injured horse, and things got out of hand really, really quickly, and then very, very suddenly turned when Siphos requested to speak to their leader. The party was then escorted into the goblinoid camp and given back all of the children that they had kidnapped in return for agreeing to meet with a coven of Annis hags. They returned to the tiny town that used to be Vola's home, and while the others drank and ate mud crabs, of which there was some debate as to whether or not it was a fish or a crab, Dio and Birdie went to go speak with Vola's father. Take it away, DM.
Okay. So, last we left off, the group had just recently gotten back together at the inn in the town, one of the few standing buildings to this place. And you had gotten together, started winding down, playing Dragon Chest and picking on smaller people, but past that, we go to the next morning, where the party is waking up in whichever place you decided to bunk down for.
Before we went to bed,
No.
I said I was going to cast Dream.
Oh, yes.
Because somebody else punked out.
Wild magic!
25.
25? Alright.
25.
I'm guessing
is
I'm
good.
in the tiny hut by now, because...
I hope it's the one that amplifies the spell to affect everyone around him.
Dude,
That'd be dope.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
I'm in an abandoned house, so...
What's the radius on it?
Oh,
12 miles.
sadness.
Oh?
He just turns into a
Yeah.
pot plant.
This would have been cooler. Let me see. 1d6.
Fucking
Okay.
chicken wings.
This would have been cooler if you had done this at a different time, but regardless, this is what we have to work with. So, Dio,
Alright.
as you go and cast your spell in your tiny hut and some vacant, now vacant, burned out lot, you feel another surge. You grow tense. You have this... Nothing... The last time this happened in a very similar place, very similar situation, it feels like you grew wings.
Again?
Not yet.
No. But this time, you feel the magic surge up, swell into you, and almost similar to the time before, you feel something about yourself changing just slightly. You start blinking your eyes rapidly. Oh, that pressure. And then while you have your eyes closed, you realize I still see everything. What? You start looking around and... Oh, shit. You have X-ray vision.
Oh, God.
He has X-ray vision.
Yep.
Awesome.
Finally, I can see myself naked. I haven't bathed in weeks.
I haven't seen.
All right.
I like how his realization of it was he could still see with his eyes closed. Like,
Oh God!
I'll just go to sleep now.
You lay down and stare up into the sky. You try closing your eyes, but you're still seeing the sky. You put your hands over your eyes. Now you're seeing bones and sky. This is getting a little grotesque.
All right, I have an idea. I'll just take my coat and put it over my eyes. And hopefully it'll be dark enough that I'll think I'm sleeping.
Well, odds or evens?
Evens.
Oh,
You fucked up.
damnable thing. As you start looking straight through your coat. Man, it's hard to control these X-ray eyes.
Hilney?
Is anyone around?
What?
Hil-
Why are you looking at me that way?
I need you to get me another coat, please.
Sure. 1 second. As she starts reaching into her bag, you can. It's really disturbing as your sister's clothes seem to vanish, reappear.
No.
Also, her skin and
Oh, dear God.
bones and whatnot. As your eyes just kind of like are doing that focus thing, and you're just like, and she's just, you get to see all the motion of her reaching into a bag and searching around. I was like, do you need any particular coat? You want a heavy one? I got one.
Heavy, please.
Heavy? Okay, no problem. And she hands it over towards you, and it's just, and it just gives you a little bit of a smile, but it disappears into the gruesome grin of a skull, and then back, and just like,
Oh, spooky, scary
look a little
skeleton.
peckish.
I'm sure I'll be all right by the morning. I just need to I take the coat and try to cover my eyes again.
Jesus.
mean-
Birdie would never know anything about this, but Amy knows. And she's enjoying it too much.
So, you sit there fighting, trying to go to sleep, trying to just block out the world for about 2 hours. And then everything fades to darkness. Not sleep, just blessed darkness.
My name is Psychic. And I am psychic.
It is only at this point that you begin to finally try and lock away the horror that you had seen and attempt to sleep. It's not very restful, but once you finally start to fade away, you find yourself sitting in darkness. But that familiar trance-like darkness that you know from this spell. Waiting. But the colors never come. And soon, or is it an eternity, you wake, not making any contact.
Do I still have X-ray vision?
No,
All right.
that disappeared after 2 hours. That was the blessed darkness.
I take off the headgear at this point. It's not a blindfold, it's headgear, but at this point.
Yeah. No. So, what are y'all gonna do?
I guess Dio will go back to the inn.
Birdie has spawned outside.
Zeph just kind of watching over everything. Just outside with Birdie, just kind of watching her. Reading his book.
Okay. Leaving, Kane?
Kane is reading her manga with Saifu.
All right.
Yeah, I would have gone down, had an early breakfast. Just waiting for, I guess, Birdie and them to let us know how the visit went.
All right.
Whenever she comes back in, I would ask her.
Oh, we did talk about that last night. When we all had a discussion about not forcing people to
use magic
to use magic if they don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
Which Dio was never suggesting. But
I
all right.
I figured.
But
I
all
feel
right.
like I was just miscommunicated.
Let's go ahead and make Dio the bad guy. That's cool.
Also, for those who had an early breakfast, congratulations, you ate crab. You ate mud crab again. Because
Shocker.
it seems to
That's
be the
kinda what I
only thing
figured.
he has.
Ugh. God. Oh, I actually want to go up to the innkeeper and what was the name of the town we're supposed to look for?
The one that we're supposed to go to?
Yeah.
It's called
It's like stock or something.
Storn.
Storm.
Storn. Storn.
Yeah, I go find the innkeeper. Do you know where the city of, or I guess the town, city, I don't know, of Storn? Do you know where that is?
Storn? Yeah, I know where Storn is. It's quite a bit south of here. Just about. It's the town right in the mountain pass in the south.
Right in the mountain pass.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got a map I can show you.
I go find Birdie for a map. Because I know I don't have one.
Why not just ask Dio to draw you one?
Do you know the map?
Yep. So it would be here.
Right here.
Yeah, so
So at the crossroads
Okay.
then.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
will
that's-
go ahead and pull up the
We're
map. Pull up
here
that city
right
for y'all.
now. We're here right now. Right here. So that's yeah. So, and we're here right now, right?
Y'all are right here,
Scroll up.
and I will.
No, that's Stolen
Bring that
right
one.
there.
Yeah.
We're south of Stolen Wall. Your ping didn't go through.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to. That's. Just go to this one. It's right up here.
Okay, so we're
Okay,
just a little
so
off.
we're up here. All right. So that's on horseback. We're looking at
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 days travel.
Yep.
At least there's roads all the way down there, though.
Mhm.
We don't have to cut across country, which will save us some time, and it'll save our horses' legs.
Exactly. Okay. Well, we just need to get food for them and I guess technically us. At least rations. I'm sure we'll find food. Do you know anything about Shit, what was it called? again?
Storm.
Storm. I want to keep calling it Storm. I don't know why. Do you know anything about Storm? Like what the city is like?
No, my caravan routes never went that far south. What about you, dude?
Innkeeper?
Well, yeah, it's pretty much just it's about the size of a small village. It's mostly just for trade. There's some settlements on the other side of the mountain range. Yeah, everything got to pass through that town, so it's pretty much just a way stop.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have any horse food? I don't know.
Fodder.
Any fodder
Mm.
for how many days do we need? Because how many do we have so far?
Good
those
berries.
good berries, couldn't we?
True.
Yeah, we don't actually have any to spare, to be honest, anyway.
Good berries it is.
I guess we're fine then.
Do you have any
that's
rations
coming in
that
handy.
aren't just
Very.
dry crab?
We have crab and we have crab.
Yep.
And for a limited time offer, we also have crab.
I thought he was going to say pickled crab.
I was kind of expecting that as well.
Now we're still waiting on that one.
Waiting for the patent to go through?
No, we're still waiting on them waiting for them to brine properly. Couple more days.
Okay. Well, and we have a destination, so I think that's probably our best bet is to head to Storm, and then maybe we can go find the Keystone after that.
Sounds like that's our best option. But first, we need to head back to Stonewall.
For what?
Corn.
Oh. Yeah, that probably would be a good idea.
Yeah, I was hoping he would eventually catch up to us, but
He has no idea where we went.
He can smell us.
He can smell
yeah, I was thinking
the
he'd be able
ring.
to smell us.
No, he can smell people who've been in contact with items. Very faintly, but he can smell them.
I was under the impression he was mainly interested in the scent of, well,
God
Droma.
items. Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like a pretty rare thing. I don't know. I thought he'd be able to follow us, but yeah, we do need to go back and get him.
Okay, so we go back to Stonewall. Is he in Stonewall or Orewell?
He's in Orewell, but we basically just walk through Stonewall, go into Orewell, get him, and come back
Yeah,
out.
we stayed in the copper-coated cup, right?
Correct.
When we were in Orewell, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was the last place he would have been, assuming he hasn't left or gone too far.
Actually, feeling like I kind of know Corn. Maybe he just left. Oh, that would be tragic.
Yeah, that would definitely not be good for our plan.
No. Okay, so good.
I'm trying to think and see if I have a spell that might help with this.
Locate creature?
Actually,
Is that a thing?
yeah, I was trying to think if I had locate animals or plants. Isn't there like a locate person or something? Locate creature? Describe or name a creature that's familiar to you.
Oh!
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sense that creature's direction of that creature as long as the creature's within 1,000 feet of you.
Oh, never mind.
If the creature's moving, you know the direction. Yeah,
So you might as well go to Orewell and see if he's in the town.
yeah pretty much.
Wait, you mean they're not
That's-
within
that-
1,000
only
feet of each
1,000
other?
feet?
Well, 1,000 feet's still a long.
I mean, yeah,
Long
but I was
range,
thinking,
but-
I was hoping for something that was like a couple miles, but
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I mean, if you're in a forest and you're looking for like shit to hunt,
oh, we
Yeah.
can just do scrying. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, we could.
We just need 1,000 gold piece focus.
Never mind.
you might as
Such
well
is
go
the
back to
crystal.
Orewell.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at the very least, I can attune locate creature, and that'd give us at least 1,000-foot radius
Mhm.
to search.
Okay, so let's head off back to Stonewall or Orewell. See if we can find that little Dragon Knight.
Yeah, well, when we get there, it's a good chance that Dio's gonna owe some mercenaries some money.
Dio?
Is Dio there?
You said you came back into the inn.
Yeah, I didn't know if I'd made it back yet.
I would
I
assume
know that
so.
Dio's probably having to sleep in a little bit because,
Sleeping with
Yeah.
his eyes open.
Yeah,
I'm back.
We didn't say you've made it back by this point. Yeah.
by this point.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
a little bit early.
All right. What's up? Huh?
Your mercenaries are probably gonna want to be paid.
Right. We should probably go do that.
Alright, so.
I guess we could also find out how well they did as well. Kind of interested to know.
See if they stopped anything, or if it was just like wild goose chase.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Back to Stonewall!
And how long
Jared?
did travel is Stonewall again?
It's 3 days.
Oh, yeah. From here it's about 3 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and attune that locate creature, then assume I've done it on one of our resting days.
Yeah. And with this travel, y'all have done this. You know this route fairly well.
And we're not moving at a really quick pace either, because we're not on a time
Yeah.
schedule at this point, like we
Well,
were
yeah,
with
well.
with the
I mean,
kids.
Well,
still kind of on a time schedule.
They didn't
said-
give us
he
a
said
specific
anywhere
time that
from-
we had to be there.
No,
the
I
rift was
meant kind of Keystone,
stabilize
yeah.
in what, 4 weeks to 500 years or something?
Yeah, from like 2
2
weeks.
to 47 years.
Yeah,
2 weeks
Give or
to
take a
47
couple,
years, there we go.
couple hours.
give or take an hour.
Well, the
So-
47 years thing, I mean, that's within Leofin's like time frame of like when he would think about things, so I don't know. He's kind of on a time limit.
So, what moving back? I'm not even gonna say I'll really have to do any saves on this one. You've traveled this path several times, and with the mercenaries going back towards the area, you find the road fairly empty. No, you don't see any signs of anything recent
Interesting.
or like out of the ordinary recent, at least.
Got it. Okay.
And make your way back to Stonewall. There you find the walls standing tall, guards atop, and give you the regular check. Make it into the city itself, and what are y'all doing immediately?
I would say we'd head straight through, wouldn't we?
Well, okay. What do you...
Dio's gonna go ahead and pay off the mercenaries.
Okay.
Huh?
I said, if you can find them.
I know where I hired them from.
This is true.
Yeah.
I should be able to
So-
find them a second time.
So, knowing where you hired them, you head off to that same place. Anybody else going with them?
No.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to take care of. I wouldn't mind going along.
Okay.
Somebody really should go with him.
Well, I mean, I got. All right. I've got a halfling that's coming with me.
I was about to say, I mean, he's got.
Yeah,
we got Hildy.
Hildy's going.
Yeah, and what did Hildy do last time?
She slammed a battle axe into the table and got their attention.
Exactly.
See? Efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody with a lighter touch. I think Leofin going with him is a good idea.
What? 2 big personalities?
I mean,
isn't a
I
good
don't-
idea.
All right.
I don't have anything else to take care of in town. Might as well.
All right. So,
I'll just wrangle the
As-
horses. Wait for you guys by the entrance to Orewell.
all right. As the small group head off to the tavern that you had found, the mercenary band, the rest of the party heads up to Orewell, and we're gonna stick with the smaller band for the time being. And
Was that a halfling joke?
I thought it was.
yes, just slightly. Our 2 halflings and our elf head over to the tavern to find business going fairly well, but a sort of morose air as they enter. There's some people that are, drinking and being merry as usual, but off to a somewhat isolated corner, you get this air of sadness, perhaps loss, and in that direction you can see a familiar person starting to walk over, carrying carrying over 2 pitchers of what you can assume is alcohol, maybe something strong, and that is Jimmy.
Everything all right? Y'all seem kind of down.
Oh, boss, you made it. Yes, sorry, boss. We had a bit of a rough time out there. We lost a few people. And as you kind of take a look around, noticing, getting a head count, you see that out of the 16 mercenaries you had initially hired, there are a total of 9 here.
Jonathan, please. Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
We lost Kyle and some others. It was kind of rough coming back and seeing how the other groups had fared a little less, not as good as us, considering I'm kind of the only caster in our band.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll go ahead and pay y'all the reparations as well.
Yeah.
How much do I owe y'all?
Well, see, that'd be for death pay 125,
All right.
and another 100 for the day and a half getting back here.
Hand him the gold.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna have to think of new name for our band, I think. Since we don't have another Kyle as in our numbers. You see Jerry fucking poke his head up and is like, we could go something with, little more, pizzazz. Fuck you, Jerry. Anyway, I hope you were able to get your things done. It was good working for you.
Hi, thanks for helping out. Appreciate
No problem. We got to help quite a few people out. No, 2 of those towns got hit pretty hard. We chase my group specifically. We chased down some, mostly Hobbs. But yeah, it is what it is, right?
Well, hopefully things will calm down now. Now that they've seen the city's been protected.
Yeah, we could hope. But I've been hearing things getting really nasty down south. So, well, anyway, I'm gonna get back to my boys. Have a good day, sir.
All right, you as well. Come on, guys.
So, heading out.
That went
You
pretty smoothly.
as smooth as it could be, really.
Yeah, considering what happened.
The small group go off and find the rest of the party waiting in line to enter Orewell proper.
Mm-hmm.
No cutsies. After a little bit, you make it into the town and head up towards the Copper Cup.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you wanting to try and see if you could see where your little dragon friend is?
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and cast locate creature. And
Okay.
describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. So Corn, the lantern dragon.
All right.
And I can sense the direction that he is located as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of me. If it's moving, I know the direction of its movement.
Okay.
So as long as you've seen the creature up close within 30 feet at least once, the creature you described or named is a different form, such as under the effects of a polymorph spell, the spell doesn't locate the creature. And it cannot locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature.
Oh.
Yeah, and it'll last. It's kind of weird.
Oddly specific, but sure.
Yeah, concentration for 1 hour though.
10 feet wide, you say?
Yeah, running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between you and the creature.
That's
okay. Well,
so oddly specific.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's just diffusing the flows of magic. So a lot of fantasy stories have something to do with that.
It's so you can escape this spell by going through a river.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, they're tracking this thing. Let's run through a river. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So
I've cast the spell, and if he's at least within 1,000 feet of us, I should be able to tell where he is, or at least which direction he's heading.
And as you get closer to the Copper Cup, you do get a tingle on your awareness, but it's not coming from the cup. No, is it almost coming from high up? You start looking upwards, and you can see in that direction, you can see a speck of a creature, speck of something, just soaring above the sky, and it matches up with that little bit of a sense that you have as it just kind of starts soaring around, and you see it slowly coming closer and closer.
Oh, well, there he is. And I point up at him.
Where?
Up
Birdie
there.
looks up.
I think I see him. Why is he doing all the way up there?
And fucking dive
Jesus
down on
Christ.
top of y'all.
Oh, wonderful.
Wings flare out, and he comes breaking down and lands heavily onto your shoulder, Leofed.
Oh, Corn. Oh, I'm glad we found you.
For Christ's sakes! I take a nap, and I wake up, and everyone's gone. And I'm thinking, oh, well, they'll probably be back. No time at all. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and then I kind of forget what I was waiting for. And then I start smelling your scent of your group, and I was like, ooh, they're back. I should probably go see them, but the innkeeper had some very lovely snacks, so I thought maybe you would all come to me, and we would all get together. And then I ate, and I fell asleep, and then you were all gone again!
Yes, Corn, we're very sorry. There were some pressing matters that came up, and I guess in the rush we kind of thought you might end up following us.
Well, I would have, but I didn't know which one to follow.
Which
What?
one of us, or?
Which scent?
Which
There's
we
another scent
should
similar
only
to
have
ours?
one sense.
Well, I noticed there was one towards the southeast, southwest, southwest, essentially, somewhere around there. And one that's pretty much just directly south, but I couldn't tell. It's hard telling distance through smell, alright?
Which, did anyone take note of where that, floating island would be from here?
Over the course of a few days that y'all...
It's on the very
Have been
southern end of
traveling.
the spine, right?
Yeah. It'd been traveling... You could see it looked like it had been moving.
And it was moving south further away from Orewell, right?
From your trip from the village to Orewell, you did see it moving from more of the western portion of the... Or, not really western, but it was like on the western side of the mountain range, and almost moving eastern. Moving through the mountain range. I lost track of it at a certain point. But it was definitely south of y'all.
Twisting.
So, does anyone else think that there might be something on that island after all?
That's possible.
I mean, we know what's on there. We know there's the hags in there. Well, we know Auntie's there with her coven.
Well, do we just want to stay focused on the keystone then?
I mean, personally, I think we should go meet with the hags first. Because they're going to ask us questions about the keystone. And at the moment, since we don't have it, we wouldn't be lying if we said we didn't know anything about it. Well, at least its location.
Right.
And then we complete our deal. We get to hopefully leave. And then we can actually go look for the keystone. But that's also a personal thought.
What do the hags want exactly? Did you mention it, Cyphers?
I did. It's to cause pain.
Ah, right.
They want the keystone to cause mass chaos.
I see.
That's why we need to find it first.
Right. Well, I want that island now that I know it floats.
I wanted it from the beginning.
I was perfectly fine with having it when it was just floating on water.
DM, I will go ahead and say that Dio should be able to fly this thing because it is technically, and I quote, a land vehicle.
No.
It is literally a land vehicle. You know
Why
how
are you casting awful joke right now?
Hey, David, do you know how I know it's do you know how I know it's not water? Because is land. Get it? Is land.
Get out.
Instead of island.
Stop. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
Encourage me.
So,
just hear all the disconnects.
I thought I heard him rolling dice to decide something awful that's going to happen to us because of that.
Don't worry about it.
I don't think you have to roll dice to go get a knife out of the kitchen and stab me, Jonathan.
Oh, I'm just deciding. I'm letting the universe decide if that's a good idea.
So
I'll let you know in 5 minutes.
Oh, God.
So, to meet with the hags because they want to question us?
yes.
Or more specifically, you?
All of us, but more specifically me, yes.
This sounds like a trap.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
That's why I'm saying if we don't have the keystone when we go to meet them,
We
then
can't
we'll
We'll be
be
better
lying.
off.
And we're already off on a better foot, not a good foot, better foot.
I mean, I am curious. How are we going to take care of this? I don't think they're just going to let us leave the island.
I mean, no. If they don't get the answers that they want, I mean, I don't see what they could keep us for.
To cause pain.
I mean,
Yeah.
Literally that, yeah.
Aye. I mean, we could send up upstream. Be like, hey, why not cause pain for the Baron?
We could point them in a different direction.
I am against that plan.
Sending them to the better?
No, just pointing them in a different direction. I think our best bet would be telling them the truth. We don't know where it is.
Well, yes.
And, if they use if they take the keystone and we can't close the rift, there's not going to be anybody to cause pain to.
I mean, you're not wrong.
True. True. Very true.
Because I highly doubt whatever's going to come through that rift is going to have any discretion whatsoever as to what or who it kills. Corn? Is that a fair assessment?
That's fairly fair, yes, indeed. If it is deep in the void, whatever comes out of there is going to be really nasty. It's probably just going to kill and, kill.
Yeah, it's pretty voidy in there.
Oh, yeah, we'll just send him in there.
I mean, that idea has merit, actually. But good luck convincing them of that.
I am Very persuasive. I am very persuasive.
With our floating island.
Oh, right. I want to keep that.
Yes, I guarantee they're not going to leave that island.
Aye, but that's the thing. If we end up, offing them, aren't we gonna just die? What's keeping that island floating?
The island itself?
I mean, maybe. It wasn't floating the last time we were there.
Maybe we didn't find the right part of the island.
It's a maze.
I'm scared to go to the rest of the island.
I'm not.
Sorry, Magic, you
Do you
went
not
to
remember
remember
the-
sleepy.
We had maybe 2 real dangers there.
We had maybe 3 real days there.
Wait, so what specifically happens if we don't go to the hags?
I don't know. I feel like they might start capturing kids again.
I don't want that.
They also didn't say when we had to go see them. They just said that when we were ready, we should go to the town of Storn. Right?
True.
I mean, we're kind of headed that way anyway.
And it's also one of those things. It's more of a unspoken agreement that you do it as soon as possible.
Sounds like a plot.
But they said...
Especially with hags. They are not... how shall we say? Good at waiting.
Well,
Fair.
As far as I've read.
maybe we could use our silver tugs to get them to change their minds, eh, Cyphus?
We could. I mean, you and I speak very well, and
Aye, good cop, bad cop.
who's going to be bad cop?
That's obvious. Me.
Okay then. So, do we all
Well-
agree?
If this is the plan, there are some things that I want to get while we're here in Orewell then. First and foremost, Leofin and I ordered clothes. We need to go pick them up.
Oh, right.
Secondly, I need to talk to somebody about more of those hand grenades. Because I would like a backup plan in case you're all silver tongues get limp.
Turn to lead?
That works too.
Was that an ED joke?
It's possible.
You're saying you do just mean Sifo Sadio, right?
Yeah, it was. I thought that was fairly obvious.
Aye, we're not going to
Okay.
let anyone else speak. Mrs. Swing her axe to get somebody's attention over here is probably not the best for diplomacy.
You see her just like picking her teeth and like, huh?
Jesus.
Nothing, dear dear sister.
Yeah.
You're quite the princess.
Thank
He called you a damsel in distress.
Oh, I did not say that.
I heard it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just, slip some tacks under your seat.
Aye, what the hell? I didn't say anything. She's lying.
Mm-hmm. Of course she is.
Anyway,
I will always insult you to your face.
That is
Probably a
A
fair
promise
point.
from one sibling to another.
true. It is true.
I've never
Thanks,
had any
Shadow.
siblings, so I can't attest to that.
I didn't know it's fair.
I'm probably still gonna just slip some tacks in your seat.
I'm okay with this.
Just beware.
Whatever you say, you
You guys ride the same horse.
Oh, not in the saddle. Just, whenever he sits down somewhere.
I didn't know you were a rogue.
Aye, with those hands, it's like a gorilla holding a kitten.
That's fine.
Birdie just kind of like looks over and everybody else is like, oh no.
That's one
So-
tack.
That's one time. Oh, come on, be a good little sister. Just be nice.
2 tacks. Is there anything else that anybody thinks that we might need for this particular venture?
Isn't it really cold down south?
Yeah.
I've got a coat.
I could use a coat.
I think we could all use coats.
I thought we have at least 2 or so from
Yeah, we
back
do.
when we went through that mirror.
Yeah, Dio's got that fancy coat.
I have a scarf.
I don't
we
know what
could-
happened to my jacket.
What kind of weather do you think we should be expecting down there anyway?
I mean, it's been 20 years. I don't know.
Cold.
I'd assume so. Anything that far south.
Innkeeper!
Hmm? Oh, yeah. Can I help you?
We've been a little out of the loop. How's south looking, weather-wise?
That's I mean, it's a pretty good question. I don't know.
I thought you might be informed. Okay.
No. I don't know many people that know the weather in different regions that they aren't in. So, if you do find someone who can just tell you the weather wherever you want to go, that'd be real handy.
I kind of almost face palm. And I look back at Leofin. Don't you have
Yeah?
something that can let you tell weather?
It can tell where we are for the next so many days.
Ah, that makes more sense.
I don't have that attuned right now anyway.
A druid that doesn't have druidcraft attuned. Omega wall.
I don't use it that often.
Omega
I
wall.
dropped it for other things.
That's fair.
All right, that's fair. All right, well,
So let's expect
I
cold.
dropped it so I could give you guidance.
oh, you're a good bean. All right, since we're gonna go shopping, let's see here. What are you getting, Birdie, again?
I had some clothes ordered.
Right. What was the other thing?
I had some clothes ordered.
Oh, right. You weren't on the ship with us. I got this really interesting device from our friend on the Dwarven Council, the one we kept getting like charcoal and shit for.
Oh, right.
Right. So it's like the size of this tankard. She's holding one of the tankards like in her hand.
All right.
And you pull this pin and then you throw it as hard and as far as you can. And it does essentially Siphos's special fireball move without magic.
Mechanical fireball.
Oh, all right. Would you like some extra gold for that?
I have no idea how much they're going to cost me. So yeah.
I pull out 200 gold. Get as many as. I love this idea.
Okay.
Psychopaths, all of you.
You cannot
Bitch,
tell
the
me this
druid-
is not a good idea to have a backup plan.
Don't get
Bitch,
me
the
wrong.
druid literally said, let's fireball the forest.
He never said
Let's
that.
fireball the forest. I said shoot a fireball at that hobgoblin.
Yeah,
If
so,
it catches a forest, I mean, so be it. But still.
I mean, we're only in the middle of, like, wood.
Right now we're in the middle of a city under a mountain.
Right. And, Hilmi, you don't have any money, do you?
Not much, really. Just about 5 gold.
All right.
Just wait for it to be like, I got like 12 platinum.
Yeah, we should probably make time to talk with Tyrion as well.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, while y'all are doing that, here's 30 gold for you, Hilmi, to go buy a jacket.
how much money do you
Ooh,
have?
thank you.
I've got an actual job, which, since I'm in town, I'm probably going to go ahead and do that too.
Yeah, well, my actual job hasn't paid me in 22 years.
I kinda got outcasted from mine. Family dead and all.
Right, and that you made a deal that didn't seem like it worked out in your favor, gonna be honest.
You know what? That explains half of my life choices right there, so...
Alright, fair enough. But yeah, I have a job, so I'm gonna go perform. Here's 30 gold, Hilmi. Go ahead and get yourself a coat.
Let's prepare
Thank you.
for super gold.
Yeah,
Just in case.
I've already got my coat. It's fancy, remember? I bought it.
No, it's actually one.
No, yeah.
Is it, DM, is my coat good?
I mean, it's good for hair, yeah. Keeping you warm.
Alright.
That's why I
Hilmi,
say
I'm
that.
giving you 40 gold. Go ahead and buy
How
me
warm-
go ahead and buy me a jacket too. Give me something nice and toasty.
Super toasty. Right on it.
Hold on. Toasty!
Toasty.
Alright.
How warm was the jacket that I still had from when we went to the portal?
You specifically got a warm jacket, so...
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I did. I was just
Dio just bought the one that looked the best.
Oh, yeah.
he just got it. Yeah,
He
okay,
just
I
got the
remember.
fanciest looking jacket he could
He
find.
just wanted to look fancy as shit.
Yep.
Alright. DM, I'm going to go ahead and perform. Alright, I'm off to perform. If anybody needs anything, or,
I'll be right back.
wants to help me out in any way, perchance.
Oh yeah. Now tap him on the shoulder and give him guidance.
And I also
Good luck.
give myself bardic inspiration by saying I'm the best around. No one is ever going to keep me down.
Wonderful.
All right.
Super happy.
Yeah, you do. So does Kaine.
Roll for performance.
You're the best. Oh, wait. Damn it, I can't even roll dice.
So are we
You
essentially
can. There are
spending-
There are 2 other people here to keep you honest. So go ahead and roll your actual dice if you want to.
Excellent.
I will call rolls.
Just lie for me, Birdie. Thanks.
No.
Hold on. Oof. I'm going to use Wild Magic Surge. Oh, wait. That's a D4 extra, right?
For guidance?
Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
using
D4.
Tides of Chaos. All right. That's nice. That's
Ooh.
cocked.
No, it is not.
That is
that is
absolutely
flat.
cocked.
That is a 2.
That was not a 2. That was a cocked.
Ooh.
But luckily, I don't have to use that roll.
Yeah, his first one was a 9.
So,
Hmm.
damn. That's 12 plus 13, 25 plus 6, so 31.
Oh, pitiful.
Pitiful.
Oh man.
You fucking
Fucking
disappoint me.
You only got a god level. How dare!
Damn it.
So, disgusting.
Walking through town, you start singing as you just go down the street. You don't even find a spot. You just immediately started playing right after you saying goodbye to everybody. And as you start to sing, you kind of feel at your throat, and you're like, man, I hope I'm not getting sick, because my throat feels just a little raspy. And just start playing your song, and you're like, yeah. To you feel like you could have done a little bit better. But for everybody else, they're like, oh, what is this? My God. And people start following you, and by the time you start to realize that you started daydreaming and just playing your song and whatnot, and finally come to a stop, you already have a huge crowd of people that are milling behind you, just kind of wrapped in the song that you had been playing, and all wide eyes, and everybody's just staring at you. Somebody in the back is, go on!
I've already told you I'm not the Messiah.
After playing a few songs, you
Come on, give it to me, Daddy.
Oh my
you earn
God.
yourself a sweet. Roll another one. Sweet 120 gold.
Oh!
Damn.
Wow.
Well, at least you almost made up for all the mercenaries.
Almost. Yeah, that was over 300 gold.
Yeah.
Hey, but maybe I did some good. Who knows? I mean, not that Cyphos cares.
Yeah, accurate.
I mean,
He's like, listen, results.
You mean lives that I didn't care about now? Didn't care about then?
Listen, he was happy to help the children just because everyone else was there.
Oh, you should have demanded your platinum back, but you weren't there.
Yeah.
He didn't die. Give it back.
so rest of the party.
Yep.
Birdie and Leafin, y'all are going to the same place?
Yep.
What's everybody else doing at this moment?
I'd assume, since we're going to a clothing shop, that Hildy would probably come with us to see if they have coats.
That's a good assumption.
Is that fair?
All right. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Hey, Hildy, we're going to a tailor if you want us to look and see if there's coats there.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Syphos, kinda, you guys coming?
Sure.
At least get yourselves a tail warmer.
Yes.
And are we planning on leaving right after? Like, about what time is it?
It's about 4 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
Are we planning on just leaving right after we get what we need, or are we gonna rest here for one night and then head there?
I'd say we at least need to rest here overnight, and then, because most of the shops aren't. Yeah, most of the shops aren't going to be open for much longer anyway. There's no telling if we'll be able to get in to see. It's in my other notebook. What's her name? The council member who does the black powder.
That is a great question, because I don't know where my
Fine, I'll get my other
notebook went.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Trying to remember.
It's pretty far back in there. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's been a couple days.
It's been a bit, yeah. Let's see. Squid monsters. Nope. Oh shit. You know where the first time the keystone was mentioned was? January last year.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yep, I just saw it in my notes. January 12th.
The context.
Says
Yep.
Vola could overhear the Orcus conversation, so the subordinate was reporting to his superior, who in turn also reported to his master. The goal was to take out the cannons at the defensive tower of Thunder. Their ships were waiting to take them to their homeland and retrieve the keystone.
Huh.
They were planning to attack on, and I quote, that blasted outpost. Fuck you. Don't you giggle like that at me. Wall tax, potatoes, slingshot game, pie, Christmas interlude. I wrote it again.
Like episode 8.
Rotar Ignant Shield, Mirgif Leadcoat, Gat Mainborn, Oret Forgefinger, and Esta Freestate.
That's the one.
Oret? Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I was like, I know they're in here somewhere.
I know it was finger something, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, Oret Forgefinger. This was back in September. No wonder I couldn't remember her damn name.
Damn.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know that we're going to be able to get an audience with Oret Forgefinger. Tonight. We'll probably have to make an appointment. And like I said, we probably also need to check in with Tyrion. Just let him know what shenanigans we've been up to so he knows what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We might even be able to get some more information about where said floating island is, because it was moving the whole time that we were off in the woods.
That is true.
Right. Well, Corn, we will be staying here. If you'd like to hang out at the inn a bit longer or tag along with us, we will.
No, I'm just
be back
going
there.
to just sit here. It's fine. As he wraps his tail around one of your arms and hunkers down on your shoulder.
Okay, and I am really sorry about that. We'll try and make sure you're more informed next time.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Right. Well,
All right. Well, Dio's already.
out of character.
I can
I'm
hear
so
Dio
mad we
playing.
didn't make a coat for Corn.
We are going to go get one.
We can get one. We can
We
get a
can
scarf
get a
for him.
coat for Corn.
For Corn?
Yes. Let's do it. I mean, we're going to a tailor. Who else better to
All right,
ask?
we'll see how he feels about this when we get there.
Okay.
We're just gonna get a sock. A really long sock.
just cut some holes in it
Oh,
for his
God.
arms and his wings. Just
So, as the party heads off to the tailor's, you make it there after seeing the crowd, a crowd start to form around Dio and go down the street. You head off and find your way to the tailor shop that you had previously been to. Walking in, you find the owner of the shop looking over. Oh, hello! It's been a while since you've been in here. I could have sworn I told you two that your purchases would be ready the very... what was it? Just a couple of days, maybe?
Well, we wanted to make sure you had plenty of time, and we had an emergency come up.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. Well,
How long ago was that?
It's been a week. Actually,
Oh,
it's been a week and a half.
Yeah.
Because it took us 3 days to get there, 3 days to come back, and then another 3 days, and then 3 days to come back.
Yeah.
So
12 days.
it's like almost. It's been a little
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've had plenty of time. Just been sitting there on the rack. I actually was about to put them up for sale. But since you're here, he goes over and picks them up and presents them to you. Fine clothes indeed. Here's yours, lady. Here's yours,
Thank you.
Mr. Elf.
Put it in my bag of holding.
Can I help you, ma'am? As he looks down at Hildney. I was wondering if you had any hefty coats here that I might be able to purchase. Well, yes, I do have some coats on hand. Were you looking for something streetwear or more utilitarian? Something functional. Keep me warm down south, in case any bad weather or whatnot, you know. Right. For your size, I do believe I have one coat that would fit you fairly well. Well, I also need another one, if you don't mind. Another one. No problem. I can put one together, same size. Roughly.
A little wider in the
y'all-
shoulders, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
You are
I'd like
beefier
to
than
say
Dio.
he's... Yeah. Indeed. I would like to say he had gotten a little more stout, but he only gotten a little more round. Anyway.
Fucking bitch. You're not sexy.
Alright. I'll put something together. This material will work for you. It's very fine, very nice. 2 coats of your size, I could sell them to you for 30 gold. That'd be great. Yeah, no problem. Hands over the 30 gold. Were y'all needing any coats?
Yeah, and Birdie kind of just pulls Kaine and Sifos both over, and she's like, I need coats for these two as well.
Okay. Well, I do have, I think, about 3 or 4 the same material, perhaps?
It needs to be warm,
Warm.
specifically for high altitudes and or cold southern regions.
All right. Well, I got enough material for about 4 coats of their size, so probably take me... I have some that are roughly to fit. Give me a day, and I can get them tailored properly. How about the two of you? Are you needing coats as well? Perhaps, maybe.
No,
Ooh,
Yes.
I have Gamerson. I'm good.
Okay.
And then she pulls her scarf out of her bag and just wraps it around her neck. I'm set.
Okay.
Nobody believes that.
no.
I could, make one in no time at all, really.
But are you sure? You might need something. I'm more than certain it's going to be cold.
And my cloak is a little burnt at the edges. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe something with a hood.
A hood. Very well. I'll make you a fine coat indeed. Mr. Elf, you as well, perhaps, maybe? Yes?
I believe I'm set, really. I do appreciate these clothes you made, though.
No. Well, thank you. I'll get all your measurements and I'll get my assistants to start on those right away. And you do so.
Okay. So how much
What
is it
else
going to
you-
cost me for my hooded coat?
For your hooded coat, it'll cost you 20 gold.
And how about for our coats for the Dragonborns?
23 gold.
23 gold? I feel ripped off. I'm kidding.
They come with tail warmers. Extra material.
There you go, Kaine.
It's just a long sock.
It's just a long sock. Alright.
She takes it and she tries to figure out what to do with it. What is the most efficient way to use this piece of cloth?
You wear it, dear. At least for just a brief moment. I just need to see if it fits properly where I need to fix it, and then we'll get it to you tomorrow.
So she's then still confused. She remembers on one of the mangas that she read about
no.
about protection. So what she does is she just you said it's sock like, right? So she just like puts it on in her tail.
Fit snug? Too tight? Too loose?
No, I think it'll protect all the unborn from coming out.
Dude, we all hear that, right? Because it's anybody in a 30-foot radius.
Yes, everybody hears that.
Every single one of us goes.
Everyone? Gotta hope my crowd's not close enough.
No.
How, did I miss something in
That's
Dragonborn biology class?
That's not what that. No, honey.
I'm
Birdie
just
just
going
looks
to...
flabbergasted for a second.
The owner starts to take the coat off you. Well, just make sure that everything fits properly in the shoulders, and starts trying to tug it off your tail. I was like, okay, and I'll get this to you tomorrow. All right, okay. Anything else that y'all might want or need?
Can anybody think of anything else? No?
No.
Not at the moment.
I think that will do us.
Corn leans into your ear, Leofin.
I was waiting for it.
Why is everybody getting furs?
Oh,
Is it
well,
a party?
No, not quite. We're actually headed to a place where it's going to be pretty cold, so we tend to bundle up to help keep ourselves warm. Are you going to have any trouble with the cold, do you think? Or
I mean, I've been handling this cold fairly well. I do say so myself. I can say that all my brothers and sisters would have frozen to death at this point, but I've been a trooper.
Well, what if it were to get a lot colder?
It gets colder. And he like puts his head against the side of your temple. Say psych. It can't get colder than this.
Actually, I think we need one more thing made.
Is everything okay?
Would you be able? Yeah. Do you think you'd be able to make a coat for him? And I gesture towards Corn on my shoulder,
who is now preening, just like standing tall on your shoulder, and just like wings kind of
all 12
just
inches
barely
of
furled. Yeah. He's like, yes. Maybe. I've never made any clothing for pets. How dare you! I am not a pet. I do. And you can see like flame like licking out of the sides of his
Corn,
mouth.
easy. He's not used
Corn,
to
it's
intellectuals of your size.
I would be right here. And he just like nuzzles down into your shoulder. Pompous bastard. Apologies. Please don't burn my store down.
Everything should be fine. It's just he has a point. He's not a pet. His name is Corn, and I think he would appreciate a coat where we're heading.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I could give it a try. If you don't mind. And he brings a measuring tape over with slightly shaking hands.
Corn, he's gonna take measurements of you so that he can make you something that'll help you keep warm while we're traveling. So,
I hope that it'll be sufficient. And he sits there and deigns to allow the owner to get the measurements. Yeah, I think I could make something. It might make flying a little more difficult, but I can see we can test that out tomorrow. Just come back. I'll work on this one personally. So, y'all have a good day.
excellent, thank you.
Yep. Bye.
And we make our leave.
Jeez, Corn.
Yes.
You almost burned that guy's eyebrows off.
I do not like being compared to any common animal or beast. I mean, I'm not like your mortal beings on this material plane. I'm not dull. And he just kind of lays his head down on Leafin's head. I swear, no appreciation for the small.
Oh, no comment from Dio, huh?
Dio's not with us.
Not here.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Only Hildy is with us.
Get that.
Not all short people are
comment
the
from
same.
Tony.
That's racist.
Huh?
Not all short people are the same. That's racist.
Alright, so we've reunited with Corn. We've picked up our tailored clothes. We've purchased coats, but we need to pick them up tomorrow.
Correct.
Talk to Forgefinger and Tyrion.
Correct. Those are the two things that we also need to do.
All right. So do we want to split up, or do we want to do this all as a group? And just
Well, what time is it right now?
yeah, that's the thing. It's got to be at least 6 by now because everybody had to get measurements and stuff.
Yeah.
And she kind of
Yeah,
looks
it
out
is.
over the bay a bit and goes,
Oh no, it's pretty spot on. It's about 6.
"Is that over there?" Yeah.
Wow.
It's 6.
Well, I think we should probably... About this time, they'd probably be wrapping up any council business, probably start getting home soon. Tyrion might be out on duty.
So we should probably just send him a message.
That we don't have messenger.
If only
That.
we could.
Well, yeah, but we could send him a written message. I mean,
And
there's other guards, and she literally points to a city guard as they're walking past.
True. Actually, whenever she makes a note of that, I'm gonna go into my bag and grab a piece of paper and a piece of charcoal.
Okay.
This is actually Mom's right ring finger.
Oh god damn it.
Oh man.
Taking a call back. I'm just kidding. It's not Mom's finger.
Great.
That'd be rude.
That'd be rude.
That'd be rude. Yeah, no, I just grab a piece of charcoal and I write a letter to Tyrion just saying, Tyrion, this is Siphos and the gang.
Meet us for drinks at.
Yeah, meet us for drinks when you get this message at the copper-coated cup.
Copper-coated cup.
At the copper-coated cup. We will be there all evening. We are hoping to just fill you in on what we've been doing. And also to ask if you could help us get a meeting with Forgefinger. Fold it up, give it to one of the guards and say, if you find Tyrion, please give this to him. Tell him it's from Siphos and the Riftwalkers. We need to speak to him immediately.
He looks at you holding the piece of paper. Great. Immediately. And he kind of wiggles an eyebrow. You can see like a hand kind of not boldly presented to you, but just kind of like down by his side. He's like, yeah? If you want it promptly, I could do that.
Birdie kind of
Courage.
leans out from behind him.
I put my hand up and I cast suggestion because I'm not playing the game today.
All right.
Fuck.
Because Siphos is not gonna deal with some random schmo guard.
Seeing this, can I give him guidance real quick? Since
Nope. That's not. It's a save on my end.
That's correct.
So,
oh,
what is it?
Wisdom of 16.
All right.
yeah, definitely not giving that to the guard.
You lucked out and rolled a 14.
I look at him, I just say,
Because,
good, sorry.
oh, that could have gone in really bad for you.
Oh, 100%. But I mean, Siphos was just kind of
God damn it, Siphos.
getting stuff done today. I just look at him. Give this to Tyrion within the next 3 hours. Hand him the piece of paper, and then go to the inn.
You ever think we might be more cautious when interacting with, members of law enforcement?
Listen, I'm just trying to get stuff done. I would...
Just a thought.
yeah, it's a good thought, don't get me wrong. And as soon as I did it, I kind of regretted it. But also, I mean, caution to the wind. Listen,
Just for the record, Corn, do not do things like that, please.
Corn, I am the best
Oh
example.
no, he's a complete moron.
Rude.
I'm not. What? I'm just saying, you don't go around casting magic on people willy-nilly. That gets you banished to the... Well, we don't speak of those lands. Anyway. What are we doing now?
We're heading back to the Copper-Coated Cup.
And on the
Triple C.
way, I would like to stop and pick up a couple random items.
Okay.
I would like to pick up 2. No. I would like to pick up a 50-pound sack of potatoes.
Mm.
Kinda.
I would like to pick up 2 cords of firewood.
Okay.
2 lanterns, lantern oil, and
Okay.
we have so much rope. I'm not buying any rope.
I know.
I would also like to pick up at least a bale of hay in the event that something happens and we need Leofin to attune something other than Goodberry for a short time.
Okay. So while y'all are on your way to the Copper-Coated Cup, we'll take a break and I'll look up the prices for all this stuff.
Okie dokie.
Cool.
Jonathan, where we were at?
We were back at the inn.
Where are we doing our shopping? Or
Yeah.
no?
We finished. We did our shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The break was
break.
for me to find the costs and whatnot. So
Yeah.
yes, Birdie, you spent
20.2
18
gold.
and 2. Yeah, 20 and 2.
Yep.
Mhm.
Syphos, you spent 2 gold.
Correct.
Did anybody else buy rations?
Nah.
No? Okay, so Birdie went and bought 2 lanterns, a bale of hay for the horses, 10 flasks of oil, and rations and 3 blankets.
Bought some potatoes.
Oh, and potatoes, of course.
More than one potato.
More than
50
one.
pound, 50
50
pound
pounds.
bag of
It's
potatoes.
in my bag of holding.
We're gonna be eating those.
I also put my opulent pillow in my bag of holding.
Good call.
So now you have an
Yeah,
opulent
it's-
bill that smells like
It's no longer in
potatoes.
my rucksack. So
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be performing at the inn again.
All right.
Fuck it, might as well.
Don't worry, I'll give you guidance again.
Man, I hope this
You-
looks cool.
Yeah.
You definitely dragged a very large group of people with you there.
So Syphos is helping with prestidigitation.
Correct.
Oh, what are we gonna do for this, the effect though?
Advantage.
Do the
Uh,
wings. Do the wings, Syphos.
You know
Like
what?
Little chicken wings
Yeah.
he has?
No. I give him Oh, no.
Bat wings.
Yeah. Yeah, just angel wings.
Chicken wings.
And I'm gonna give myself bardic inspiration if that's all right with you.
And I'll give him guidance.
You mean the crowd
Not
is
to
giving
rank.
you bardic
Yeah.
inspiration?
Yeah, I was about to say, prestidigitation doesn't do
Oh.
images.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Sorry, I forgot about
not
that.
to rate on parades.
You could use minor image
Yeah.
if you had it.
Yeah.
I do have
Yeah,
minor image.
but it doesn't give me advantage. Just do fireworks.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna actually not like a nice mist a rolling mist over the stage.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So like a fog machine.
Essentially,
Yes.
yeah. You see Syphos in the background, hands on his ear, and he's kind of like smoke's just coming out of his finger. Ready?
Okay.
Then all of a sudden you see the elves from the capital going, "Everybody get down!"
Shit. I forgot
Drop
that
the fire!
The fucking fireflies burst in. Where is it?
Where?
Uh,
All right.
Syphos just
We've been looking for this phantom fire for 20 years!
Oh, that's not bad. All right.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna ignore that one. All right, let's see
We got an
here.
18, a 5, and a 4.
So that's 9, 27. That's 40.
Ah!
That's fucking 40.
Oh my god.
We did it, boys and girls.
All right, I'm going home. See you guys.
You're welcome.
No, like I'm stopping D&D forever.
Just let me stretch here for a second. All right, so Dio, with Siphos behind you, starting to create smoke onto the stage, it starts to roll out like a mist, just coating the stage. You're standing out of it like knee high for you. What are you using?
I'm gonna use the bagpipes.
Use the bagpipes? Okay. As you begin your song, you let out the first peal of a note, and you feel it. Something right. Something natural. Something fundamental. As you start to play your song, is there a particular song that you're wanting to play?
Oh shit.
A particular story that you're wanting to tell?
Hold on. Give me just a second to think this one.
You're okay.
Okay. I just saw Ben counting down. And I'm like,
I was like, until Jonathan just decides for you.
we'll do the death of Clive.
The Death of Clive?
Yes.
So the final fight of Alseer?
Yes, the final
Battle?
fight of Alseer.
Okay. As the note peels out, and you feel this rightness, you see the smoke around you start to swirl around. And Siphos, as you listen, as the song continues, you actually start seeing the smoke swirl, and you're like, that's strange. And you kind of cut it off thinking something might be wrong, but the smoke continues. It swirls around and around, going faster and faster as he begins to play the melody in full. And as he starts to give word to the song, images form in the smoke. Orcs charging a wall. Dragonborn shooting off arrows to defend their home. And a group standing separate, trying to negotiate, and then beginning a battle. The smoke starts out almost subtle and then moves up, starts to grow in size, and people are in awe as the smoke begins filling the area as almost spectral humanoids, orcs, dragonborn, start fighting and clashing as their smoky swords clash together. It's almost if they could hear the clash of the swords themselves as your song continues to play. The party begins to go full into combat. Kaine rushing forward, attacking goblins in her way and getting surrounded. Vola rushing past and trying to help out with what she can. Birdie trying to flank around and get towards the rift as fast as possible. Siphos standing in the back, throwing spells. Dio summoning creatures nearby to help. The story is told, in song and smoke. Up until you let out a fury of notes, and an explosion pushes all the smoke towards the walls. And the entire group grows silent. And then your song begins again, soft. As soft as bagpipes can be. And the smoke starts coming in, slowly moving through the crowd up towards you, telling the story of the aftermath and what it cost. And when the song is done, everyone in the room, almost as if they're coming out of a trance, you can see like puppet strings being cut. People loosen, take a breath, and some break down in tears. Others just stare, almost as if they themselves were in that fight. And it takes a good 30 minutes before anybody begins to applaud. A sole clap, followed by another and another. And not only is it coming from within the walls of this building, but you can hear them outside. As the doors had been thrown open earlier, shortly after your performance had begun, as a good portion of this section of town had come to listen to the song of people fighting for what was right. So, congratulations, you got a motherfucking 40.
Jeez. Holy
So-
crap.
Now it's time for that to spread like wildfire. Did somebody say wildfire?
David
Alright.
Root Beer starts crying.
So, finally. Alright, y'all know what the next step is, right? Time to roll a 50.
Alright. Good luck.
Good luck.
Alright, so, with that song played, you yourself feel a bit drained. And the rest of the party, Sifos included, are kind of sit there stunned. You take notice of a familiar dwarf who seemed to have come in and found a way to sit down at your table. Holy shit! Now that was something.
I am
This is what y'all been doing.
exhausted.
That's one thing.
I was expecting to hear some stories from y'all, but definitely not that. As Tyrion, sitting with you, finally kind of starts unwinding the tension in him. I felt like I was there.
I'm gonna go get a drink. And Birdie leaves the table. She looks physically in pain as she leaves to get a drink from the bar.
Aye, so did y'all enjoy it?
Theo, that was...
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything like that before.
There are very few words I can use to describe that.
Aye, well, thank you. Someday I'll be able to actually do this on stage. I'm hoping.
If you ever need me for that performance, let me know.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna go back to the Elven capital. I'm gonna play this. You're gonna love it.
Well, if only.
I'm going to think something of it.
So, how have y'all been?
We've been that. Except non-stop. And a lot more.
Huh. Well, that, I'm gonna go get a drink. And he gets up and goes to the bar as well.
And I'm gonna go join him. Because that made feelings. That was a lot.
Yeah, so the highest I can do right now is 45.
I want to kick you in the dick.
But I think in a couple of levels I get a D10 instead of a D8 for Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It'll get me to
So-
47, but it's not high enough.
Oh my god.
Don't forget guidance.
Guidance only gives me a D4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna have to become a warlock and get Dark One's Blessing.
Hey, I need to make a deal with your patron, Cyphers.
I sold my
Okay.
soul for rock and roll.
Oh god. It's the truth.
Damn it.
What do I
Yeah,
get if I roll a
so-
50?
If you get a 50,
Literally.
people will actually live through your song.
Yeah, literally, a god will come down and start fucking.
You know when
Doing the song
when
dance.
clerics
I'll become the manager.
cast divine intervention and their god literally smites the hammer down for them, like a fucking fist comes out of the sky and just kills what's ever in front of them.
Do
that.
I was
But with
yeah.
song.
of a song and I summoned Satan from Tenacious D.
Pretty much.
The best song in the
World.
Isn't
Yeah.
that song? It's just that trap you.
Yeah. I need to listen to some more Tenacious D. It's been a while. So, with a good portion of the party joining Tyrion and Bertie at the bar, not the only ones. A few people have gone over to try and get drinks, and you can see the innkeeper just like directing a few people. This one goes over there. Okay. This is for you, and 2 boots for you. I got you. No problem.
Damn it. It'll never end.
Why are you surprised every time?
It was just a unique thing about this one town.
And it was so funny that it has to be the entire fucking
I don't think
universe.
it was that funny. I just like, it's a boo.
It's not going away.
Dude.
No, it's never going away.
I
Just
was
like the
dying.
21.
101.
Yeah.
One in a while.
So
Yeah.
stupid, but so necessary.
It's a part of our group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the meta. Don't worry about it.
Defines who I am.
It's the drinking game. Damn it.
It's like Birdie's magicy wagicky thing. It just sticks.
Just
It's staying. We have boots.
it just
We have
works.
magicy wagicky shit. We have dancing
Dancing DeVito.
DeVitos.
Dancing DeVitos, yes.
These are
And
what
then
makes,
adding
Ring
Finn
of
to the end of
Contrarians.
every single one of
Mhm.
Leo Finn's transformations.
Yes. These are the essence of the Ring of Contrarians. It's what Professor X poured into our vat.
Oh,
Boots of ale. Magicy wagicky. And then, chemical stupid. These are the ingredients to make the perfect little groups of D&D players.
And no, it's a natural one.
Yeah.
A dice that
No.
only has ones.
Oh god, no.
D1.
The D1.
With the party at the bar. So, I see that you had a lovely time overseas. Were you able to take care of that whole problem over in Hupter Springs there?
Oh yes, we literally brought down the fortress. Into a hole.
You should have Dio sing that song sometime. That one's fun. Ask him about the starfishing genasi.
Ooh, what about the
Starfish and what?
starfishing genasi?
It's a
Fire genasi.
great song. It's short, but it's pretty fucking great.
Did someone say short?
Huh.
Hey, Dio.
You look a little different there, dear.
We
A
don't.
little.
I kind of bring my hand up to him and kind of lean in. We don't bring up that part. It doesn't end well for anybody.
I'm sorry, what? Somebody see something?
You look lovely, dear. Radiant as ever.
Ah,
Cool.
right.
Can I get a strong draft, please?
Strongest boot you got.
No problem. Right, coming right up. So, is there anything that all of you are gonna be doing now that you took care of stuff in the desert?
Well, we still have stuff to take care of in the desert. Have you looked out into the sky and see a tinge of green everywhere?
Aye, the gods have cursed us for our hubris, and our work is never done.
Honestly, I've been just trying to forget that it's over there. So
Yeah, that was kind of us.
Aye, I kind of just told the story about that.
Yeah.
I put that together. Yeah.
So, yeah, we got to find another item to try and close said rift permanently and hopefully very efficiently.
You know, it actually kind of reminded me of the story.
Hmm.
Well, this guy is looking for a treasure, but it's one clue that just keeps on leading to another clue, and his dad's getting pretty upset about it. Keeps on telling him to stop, but eventually he finds the treasure.
Was it the power of friendship?
No, it was just another clue. Eventually he ran out of clues and found the treasure. Aye. It's a better story than I'm making it out to be.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Sounds like a grand line.
Aye, the second one was actually kind of better, but I don't have time to go into that one.
Right.
Ben, are you alright? Ben?
So, Tyrion!
Yeah.
Recently, as in 3 days ago, we took care of a goblin problem.
I've heard there's been quite a bit of problems down south. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Correct.
We actually, and I'm not sure how this worked out, we actually ended up getting back all of the kidnapped kids and walking scot-free out of the goblin encampment, which is at the fork of the two rivers, by the way. Just FYI.
Oh.
They have some trolls with them, and
Four-armed trolls.
a good handful of hobs. So, in the event something gets sent that way, make sure they're fully equipped to take care of that.
Trolls, hobs, and goblins.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
What the hell's brought all that shit together?
And on this hag,
Mm.
And you see him stiffen. Did you say hag?
I did.
Multiple hags. A coven of
There is
hags.
a coven of hags. We found out who took our island.
Yeah, the floating one that you guys were all like, oh no, it's coming towards us, we have to sink it, go up the mountain. Yeah, that island.
I don't know if it actually belongs to us.
It's our island.
We found it. It's ours. Yes,
Yeah.
hags.
There's a coven of hags on it right now, and they're flying it around.
Willy-nilly.
What? You said you walked out scot-free.
Yes, we did.
How?
Birdie chugs her beer.
Well, I spoke with one of the hags. She goes by Auntie. Her and I had a conversation. We talked about what we were both wanting. And she said in exchange for a meeting with her, she would give us the kids back.
Just like that.
It sounded a little good to be true, but I was also just trying to get the kids back and trying to be done with the goblins.
You see him just kind of stare down at a bar. Stare down at the bar, just like almost glaring a hole through his. My gram always told me stories about hags.
None of them were good, were they?
No. And you know what each one of them had in common?
They were old, ugly, and loved to play with children.
No. Well, yes. But no, the thing that all of them had in common was that the hag always got the better end of the deal.
I mean, that sounds about right. I
So
mean,
what'd she get out of just giving you kids for a conversation?
that is a great question. I am not sure. I am not as versed in hags as I kind of feel I should be at this point.
Aye, but you mentioned you have some stories. I mean, eventually it's going to become that time of the year, and people are going to want spookier stories, so,
Deal.
Alright, fine, we'll talk about it later.
Thank you. As far as I'm concerned, there were 8 little girls who were captured by these goblins and then kept in their camp, and then we got them out. If you want to investigate further, feel free.
It's outside my jurisdiction.
Do you have anyone that might be in
I'm city
jurisdiction?
guard.
True.
Aye, time to go AWOL,
I
right?
guess.
Now, my other question would be, do you know anybody who has as many things on their repertoire as the rest of our group that would be interesting to have a conversation with? Have another beer.
I don't know if that's the best idea. Let's go water. A boot of water.
Fuck you and your water. Give me an ale.
Right away!
Make it the water.
Shoves him off his stool. Takes his beer.
So, you're gonna go have a conversation with these hags.
We are.
I
We have to.
want backup.
What do they want to talk to you about?
They want to talk to us about the next item that we have to find. The keystone.
It closes rifts.
As far as we know, that's not the only thing it can do. But we don't know what it actually can do.
Well, you said they were on that floating island.
Correct.
Birdie's just like nodding her head.
Innkeep, you have a room we can borrow. Yeah. He looks over and is like, for the bards group, no problem, yes, right up the stairs, you can use the same rooms they've been using all, the last weeks they were here. Alright. If you would all follow me up there, I have some information you might want.
That sounds good.
Or bad.
Leofin! Kaine, come on!
Billy, I haven't forgotten about you. Come on.
Don't forget.
Alright, we're headed that way.
Korn is attached to Leofin now. He doesn't come apart from him.
It's a good thing. And
I mean, he can. He just...
He leans over into Leofin's ear. Like, is she blitzed?
Not
That's a proper word for it.
yet.
Oh, he's just whispering directly into Leofin.
Okay.
I look slightly towards him and just kind of nod.
Did I use that correctly? I've been picking up terms here.
Actually, yes, that was the appropriate term for that. Good job.
Good. And you can see him just like shaking happily, or like wiggling happily in his own accomplishment. So, following Tyrion up to the rooms, you do see that the door had been fixed.
Yay. Oh, look, Dio. A whole door.
Hi, somebody had a similar problem to the one you're having right now.
She's definitely a lot better than I am.
I turn the knob and open it.
Hi, she
Again.
knew how to open the door.
You locked it on me.
You were not even locked. We didn't lock the door. We didn't have to lock the door. Did we lock the door? I don't think we locked the door.
Locked the door.
It wasn't locked.
No, they locked the
wasn't.
door for my own sanity.
I have to say, worst date ever.
Yeah, the next day wasn't much better.
Hi, we had to rush it because of you.
Very rushed.
As Tyrion closes the door behind you. All right. If you're done bickering about your own love lives,
No, that comes later.
I-
Go ahead and have a seat. And
Right.
Birdie takes out a notebook and a piece of charcoal that is not one of Siphos's kin.
Familial fingers and toes.
Though it could be, because she's stolen most of her charcoal from him.
yeah.
She's working on Dad's pinky toe.
It's got a nice point.
So, yeah. All right. So, we've had quite a few people head down that way. Big reason why we weren't able to help out with Alcir.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Well, we were wondering why there are so many trolls and goblins and hobs and other things. So the reports we got is that there's stuff that were like amalgamations of creatures. Almost like somebody was mix mashing or even tampering with what a creature was.
I was about to say, hearing this, that doesn't sound like the MO of an Annis hag as far as I know, right?
As far as you know,
Nothing from the...
Annis Hag
Gotcha.
Annis Hag mostly just collects creatures.
Like some
Well, we've run into...
weird collector.
We did not have that experience while we were down there.
Well, we met some interesting beasts, that's for sure. A four-armed ape.
Well,
Several very large four-armed apes. Shipwrecked orc. Giant sharks.
we found most of those on the island, though.
Yeah.
So maybe they're getting off the island somehow.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Giant praying mantis. Did anybody get on the island? Birdie suddenly seems very sober.
I was about to ask.
I mean, you can make me roll a check, but I was
I'm gonna
pretending
roll
to
a
be drunk.
constitution.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to be like...
Roll a
yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Birdie seems oddly sober right now.
Yeah, no, because whenever you're like, yeah, I pull out a notebook, I was like, I don't know if she knows what a
No
book is right now.
Hold on.
What is read?
What is note-taking?
Advantage on console.
Nice.
Oh boy. 8. 6 and 8 plus. So 8 plus 7 is 15.
You sober up quite a bit. You're mostly just got a buzz now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no one was able to get up onto the island.
Okay.
There was always... They couldn't find it properly.
It's giant
Eh,
floating rock. What do you
Yes,
mean they
it's a
couldn't
giant-
find it?
Yes, it's a giant floating rock. When you're far enough from it, but as you get closer and closer, there seems to be a constant blizzard that's whirling around underneath it.
They did mention something about that, didn't they?
I do recall someone saying something about the blizzard.
Yep.
Vaguely. No.
Oh, just teleport past it then.
It's not how
Oh, that'd be
teleportation
great
works.
if we could see. I
Is
mean,
it?
from what I know, you gotta be able to see for a lot of the teleportation that
I will.
my people can do.
I will. Dio adjusts his outfit. What your people can do, but as long as I've seen it or got a general idea of where I'm going, I can teleport.
Oh, really? How far can you do that from?
500 feet.
Oh. So, you gotta know you're within 500 feet of the place.
Right. I can see why this might be a bad plan.
Yeah.
Kaine, any ideas?
She looks up from the manga that she's reading.
Where did you get that?
Found it.
It's better not to ask. I don't know how she finds half of them.
Then just lend it to me later. Is there anything else that any of your crews were able to find out in getting close to it?
Getting close to it? Well, there's quite a few villages in the area where it had been roaming around. Half of them are empty, and the other half have... People don't seem right, really. Almost feral.
They seem feral.
It's one word one of the scouts used. They weren't very accommodating.
Like orc style feral?
Hi, Bertie, that's racist.
I'm not...
I mean, it might be accurate.
It was a whole race of people that just suddenly went blitzkrieg.
Oh, right. Well, not anymore, right? That's how we got into the Rifters.
None of us are orcs.
No, remember, other people can get the...
That's not really information that a lot of people have, Dio.
No, that'd be common knowledge.
No.
Me
No.
amongst the Rifters.
It's common knowledge amongst rifters.
True.
It's not common knowledge with anybody
No.
else. And now Tyrion knows.
Oh, I mean,
Okay, well...
Don't walk into a
not
rift, Tyrion.
from-
It's not good for you.
I don't plan to. No, from what the reports we got, they were almost isolationist. Not even necessarily from our own people, even
from each other.
isolating themselves from each other.
That is weird.
Especially with all the bad weather they're having, you think some of those people would group up together, but no.
I was about to say, hearing this, do I get any, I don't know, like any sense of like an animal I read in the bestiary that sounded like it did this? Like it would cause people to start isolating themselves from each other?
With this kind of information, give me a history check.
Okay, and I have advantage just because I read it.
Yep. It's gotta be a good one, though.
50... I'm gonna use Dark One's Blessing.
Okay.
Also use Wild Magic Surge.
Haha! 28!
28? Okay.
28.
That's enough.
He got a 10 on his Dark One's Blessing.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say you needed a 20. Yeah, that works.
That's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, I got a 15 plus 3 for history.
Plus 3 for history.
All right.
That's cute.
Oh, it's plus 4, so
Okay, do.
29.
Oh, you're so close to 30.
Oh, so close to greatness.
You were literally about to see back in time.
All right, so
Birdie also has
From-
a history.
the books that you had read, you do remember a couple of stories. Two in particular, just two. That also had to do with a nasty old woman. Another hag. This story had different takes, though. Not something that gathered the unwanted the wicked. No, this one was all about tormenting the ones in the cold, making them more bestial, more... No, not bestial, more feral, more... What's the word I'm looking for? Something more
Primitive?
primal. They would become selfish. They would be looking out for only themselves and whoever gets in the way of them trying to be more comfortable or more better off themselves. Yeah, those people might just have to go. Entire villages destroying themselves from the inside as brother, sister, and mother and father started to turn on each other slowly but surely. And everyone, whenever someone had, after the event had passed and the bear survivors were left after a brutal winter, and people had asked what had happened, what could have made them turn on each other like that. Many will give several different reasons why, but some gave similar answers. It would talk about the cold woman, the Burhag.
Burhag?
Yes.
Well, fun.
Chilly. Burr.
Okay.
Indeed.
So I'll say, yeah, after hearing what Tyrion's saying, that sounds a lot like a bird hag.
More hags, great. Because we couldn't just have one hag.
No.
I did say it was a coven.
These
You did say it was a coven.
bird hags operate a little differently than Anis hags. They, instead of collecting people, they kind of actually drive people away so it can live comfortably. It wants isolation. It wants people to be away. And they tend to make people act more primally, more closer to an animal than a proper humanoid. So that would make sense with your scouting reports.
Oh, so that's at least 2 different types of hags that we know of.
And she said there were between 3 and 4 of them.
Oh, you said 2 and 4 of them. I'm
2
gonna
and 5 to clarify.
Yeah,
2 and
well,
5.
not including her.
Yeah, she said more than 2, less than 5.
Other hags. So let's assume 4. That doesn't necessarily mean they're all Anis hags or they're all Burr hags. There could be like one of each, like a flavor of the week.
It's very possible. That's how you keep your strength up.
Is there? Do any of you guys know of like a cure-all for hags besides just
Not?
not?
Kill them or never go near them. Those are the only 2 things I know.
Ellie, we probably know
This
some
would be-
stories about hacks.
I remember. Let's see. I remember someone talking about a witch back in our past, but when we were kids. But that's about it, really.
Huh.
Do Do you remember any stories? You can give me a history check base.
14.
14.
History check's not great.
About the only stories you know are of a type of hag that y'all had seen way back when we around the start of our actual campaign, the green hag. All about glamour and trickery.
I only know about green hags, kinda.
Well, we can assume that there's probably one of those there too.
Might as well.
Tyrion, is there a way I could get an audience with Forgefinger tomorrow? You think I could? I don't need to pull her away from her work or anything. I just need to get some more of those grenades that she made, because that seems like it might be useful coming up here fairly shortly.
Well, actually, she did mention you a couple of days ago, asking where you might be. She was wanting to know if you've tested that out. I didn't know you had one, to be honest. Yeah, I suppose I can get you an audience with her sometime tomorrow afternoon. She has open hours around then, so. All right. Is there any other information you think of?
Can I do a general history check into that, like thinking back in the bestiary, just general topic of hags, maybe?
General topic of hags?
Like just weaknesses. Like weaknesses that might have been in the book.
Weaknesses of hags.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do the heroes in these stories defeat them?
Yeah.
Give me a history check.
Oh, I'm sad I already used it.
See, that's still not bad.
Alright, this is 14.
Oh, sweet. I thought that was just a 4. Sorry.
It's 18.
14 plus 4, 18.
18.
18?
Yeah.
You don't know of many stories where someone gets out of an encounter with a hag
Yeah, so I figured.
unscathed.
Yeah.
You think back and you remember one story where a person this is almost seemed like a power fantasy, to be 100% honest. I mean, come on, this guy really seemed just like a broken person, or a broken character, really. But he walked in and was able to trick the hags into accepting a deal that required them to walk so many paces in opposite directions, and by doing so, making them walk. What was the story? Was it 20, 60 paces away from each other? Details are a little fuzzy, but the main point was after they got far enough, their powers weakened to the point where he was able to try and take them on each one-on-one. But again, this seemed like a power fantasy, so who knows what the author was sipping on.
Well, the only thing I could think of, is a story I remember kind of reading in the book. It talked about the hero making a deal with the hags, tricking them to go so many paces apart, between 20, 60, it's a little vague. But if he got them far enough apart, he was able to take on each one individually.
Hi, did you say trickery?
Yes, but we're also dealing with hags. And I hate to admit it, they are a lot smarter than us.
Hi, but no.
No, that's not how that works. We don't get to judge how smart we are, or how smart they are.
Is there a library here? Because I know the Elven capital has a library. Does the Dwarven capital have a library?
Yeah, we got a library. It's not as extensive as the Elven library, but yeah, we keep a few tomes, books, stone slabs, the usuals.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for the audience with Forgefinger in the afternoon tomorrow, why don't some of y'all go down and see if you can't find more info on hags?
That would be a bad idea.
Probably best I don't
Something
go back
more than
into a
just
library.
children's books and fairy tales.
Right.
I'll head to the library tomorrow.
Right. Probably.
And Leofin, your dad has a message box, right?
Sending stone, yes.
No, he's got the message box that connects to the dude that's here.
Oh yeah,
The artificer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, he does have that.
No, see if you can send him a message. Maybe he knows something about it. He's older than all of us.
He's
yeah.
also in this town.
Oh, he's
Yeah, the artificer came
are they
after.
still in?
Isn't he?
Yeah, they're still
doesn't he
paying
work
people
here?
Well, the artificer does, but do you mean Petrick is still in town?
Oh, no,
Oh.
Petrick is not in town.
No,
That's what I thought.
Back in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The artificer's here.
He works
Yeah.
for the council now.
yeah, no.
He
I was
is the
gonna,
council.
yeah, I was gonna say, well, let's use the artificer's message box to send a message to Petrick because we don't have message.
But we
And
do
your
have a
sending
sending
does your sending stone work indefinitely, or do you have to is it only
It's-
only one use a day?
I believe it's only one use a day.
Yes.
stone.
Does it have a maximum number of characters you can send?
Whoever has another sending stone.
No. I mean, how many words can you say
Ah.
in the message?
Sending stone is
Yeah, I'm gonna pull
25.
up.
So it's essentially like sending message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could.
Or we can just write out whatever we need to and put it in the message box. But then there's also the chance that he doesn't read it.
Well,
Well,
then we
we-
use the sending stone and say, "Dad, I sent you some mail. I get the fucking message box."
Aye,
out."
but I've got an idea to get his attention. You write the letter, and then I fold it.
Oh God!
Oh, hold on. You think that's crazy, but it'll catch his eye. It has to.
Every time a wizard sees that, they have to do something to it.
They just assume maybe you're trying to get their child's toy.
Oh crap.
Siphos,
Yes,
make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm fucked.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
17!
17.
Okay.
I didn't die this time, I hope.
Maybe.
I'm not able to.
Continue.
No. Man, did anyone else feel that saving throw?
do I feel any effects?
Right, and
Or just
then
like headache or anything?
oh, what was the last thing? Oh, the eye. That's how they found out about the island in the first place, right? That weird amulet thing.
Correct. The one sitting at the bottom of the ocean, hopefully.
Yeah. Do we have anything from the hags now?
Anything from the hags? I mean, do I still have the silver coin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the silver coin.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, yeet.
I mean,
Right.
again, the worst they do is... Oh, they do hear things.
How do you stop magic?
You dispel magic?
No, there's got to be another way. Like, because I know some of y'all's magic doesn't work through like a certain radius, right?
Usually encasing things in lead is a pretty safe bet.
Also
We
true.
need a lead line box.
I could just take this coin and teleport 500 feet away and yeet it and then teleport right back.
We're gonna need it to get to the island.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
If only
But
I
after
had
we're
that
done with
message
it.
box.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
the one that Vola disappeared with.
Yeah,
Freaking Bola, man.
Malachi's like, what the actual shit is happening?
If it's really even Malachi.
Right.
If any of this is even real.
Actually, yeah, we've been in a coma for the last 20 years.
We actually
Shit.
failed the test.
Tyrion actually pulls off his mask and is like, "Olive, I'm really disappointed with all of you. You could have done way better." As Malachi just looks at all of you, just shaking his head.
Bertie kills him.
We never left the rift that we went to when we went to the library. We opened
Yeah,
one of the
that's all.
books.
Bertie is a figment of your imagination, Cyphos. She was
Cyphos
never
isn't
there.
even there.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for the
Yeah.
library either.
This is all Dio and Leofid.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, actually.
Vola leaving actually was her just having a stroke midway through and just dying. on
Or
the
just
table.
figuring
Oh
out.
no, it was just a scourge latched onto her, and she finally came in, dropped.
Drops.
Oh no.
Yeah, Bertie, Kaine, and Cyphos are all just figments of your guys' imagination. We've never been here this whole time.
By the way, y'all speaking of messaging, can we? Can I borrow that stone?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you.
How do you finally go to talk to your parents?
I think it's time. I don't want to though.
Are you scared they're going to be mad?
No, they're gonna bug me. They're gonna be like, "Come back home," and I can't.
I mean, you say you're doing important things.
You're on tour.
For 20 years
And?
without messaging them.
You're just an asshole.
For 20 years.
You're just an asshole.
Hey, my parents got a death notice, so really and truly, they probably thought you were dead.
I probably.
Mine are doing
Right?
the one right now.
That's what they thought,
Wait.
right? Right? You guys
Yeah.
got death notices, right? And she
Yeah,
points at
no,
Hildy.
they got that. They got that. We got death notices. A death notice. Death note.
Who did you write in the book?
One's better than 3. My parents have gotten 3.
I got my parents.
No, you found your parents.
You see, that's a notice. I got their notice.
That's sad.
Oh, you want to hear sad? I got some stories for you.
All right, that's where we're going to
I'm
end this
fine.
conversation right there. Okay.
All right, so while everyone's doing that, I'll be making money. Why not?
All right.
I'm not going back to a library. That was a mistake.
I can't imagine. That's also why I'm not going back to the library.
Oh. Right.
Yeah.
Also, research isn't really my thing.
I'm good at it,
That seems like a
which is stupid.
oddly a Kaine, Leofin, and Cyphos thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Leofin and I kinda
Kaine's read more books than anybody else here.
hentai. She's read manga.
It still counts.
No. She can't read the words.
It's called hentai and it's art.
She can't read the words.
Kaine can read.
Yes.
Kinda can't read.
Kaine can totally read.
Kaine, can you read?
Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
We're all
Yeah, you're here.
Are you illiterate?
Am I illiterate?
What's your
That's up to you, dude.
intelligence score?
And you
My
can
intelligence score is like -1.
you can be illiterate if you really wanted to.
No.
Okay.
No, I can.
I thought that was a running joke. That's why she just looked at the picture. She couldn't actually read anything.
No, dude.
Never mind. That was my fault.
She only learned to read from hentai.
Oh yeah, I remember
okay.
that.
That's how she learned to read.
Forgot about that.
From her sensei's collection.
Yep.
Sensei. Pervy sage.
Literally. Cool. All right, so that's the plan, and then I guess I'll go pick up all of our cloaks and jackets and tail warmers.
Yes. So
Hildy, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm probably gonna be drinking. I still got some gold left.
she took your gold. And she's gonna drink with it.
I give that back.
She got a good
No,
deal on
this
her
is my
jackets.
gold.
Make her.
Yeah, this is my gold.
I
I only
did-
have 5 left.
5. I gave you 40 to get coats. How much did that cost?
Oh, it was real expensive. It was like 35 gold.
How do I need to
Deep,
roll
deep.
or
Go ahead, roll an inside check.
an inside check? Okay.
Yeah.
I give you 1 go.
That's not bad.
18.
15 plus 3.
Hey. Well, it definitely beats out her natural 1. As she just kind of looks at you with her eyes like big puppy dogs, like, of course, it was only... And you see her stop and think about it for a second.
35?
Only 35 gold. Yup.
Hilmy,
Yes?
that was the worst lie I've ever heard. I can actually.
Gold and I'm keeping it, and she bolts for the door.
Oh no, you don't, bitch!
Birdie looks over at Tyrion and says, "It's pretty obvious they're siblings, right?"
Yeah, no, for sure. Make a dexterity check.
She gonna lose this one, maybe. Check.
Check.
Not a save.
Lame.
Ooh.
18 again.
Tides of Chaos.
No,
Do it.
I can't. I've already used it.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you?
He's
All right. Can you tell me? I think she has.
Oh, yeah,
plus
shit.
on her thing.
I have.
So can you tell me what that one is?
On her dexterity, she's got a +2.
A +2. She had gotten 13, so that makes 15.
Not enough.
Not enough.
No. So as she bolts for the door and she's having to like try and step past Tyrion as he, like, yeah, of course. You're able to catch up to her rather quickly and just kind of snag the back of her shirt, and she proceeds to pull you along through the door.
You think you're strong enough to pull me?
I think she might be.
Yeah,
Fun.
definitely.
I just hang on.
As you get pulled off into the hallway.
So, Tyrion, anything else going on around town that we should know about?
No, floating island was pretty much the biggest thing around here lately, so
Cool.
that's been a top priority.
Fair.
Anyway, I'll get in touch with you tomorrow if find someone here.
Yeah.
Say around,
Somebody will be around.
All right, around noon, I'll come by. You all have a good night. I'm gonna go fucking pass out.
Yep. Have a good one.
Sympathize.
And he leaves after the 2 siblings.
After the troublemakers.
What are the rest of you gonna do with the last bits of the night?
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, let's say I'm gonna go with Birdie and
Same.
go upstairs.
We are
Okay.
upstairs.
You are upstairs. Yeah?
Oh, well, we're gonna go into our room.
We're
Yeah,
gonna build.
You are in.
We are in our room. This is the room with the new doors, I
Oh,
suppose.
true.
Oh, hey, everybody. Are we back at this
Yeah.
room?
Everyone's
really
Disappearing again.
Everyone's in my room. Leave.
It's just the first place we come to meet. I don't know.
You come to the leader's room. Good call. Birdie's the leader. Don't want that to be unknown.
Dio. His head does a complete 180. No,
Exorcist. Motherfucker. All right, so with everybody going to bed and the 2 siblings fighting over gold, that's where we're gonna end it for the night.
Oh, I guess we don't know who wins that final countdown.
Never.
Oh, never mind.
It's
It's a fucking Muhammad Ali and Rocky just that final punch.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
It's an ongoing theme to make Jared wait to finish that role.
Hey, Ben here. Thanks for listening to the Contrarians podcast. We have new episodes out every 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month. You can find us anywhere you can find podcasts, and now on YouTube. You can find us at Contrarians, both on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for listening.